starting
Ready?
lines. For the Washburn Castle Guard, the starters, we have number 1, Louis Sunday. Number 3, Alvaro Castello. Number 8, Thomas Long. Number 9, Charlie Lussenhop. Number 11, Connor McNerney. Number 12, Caden Werner. Number 13, Luke Allen. Number 14, Jackson Ray. Number 17, Wyatt Mellick. Number 19, Will McNerney. And number 21, Javier Louboutin. The Castle Guards are coached by Olaf Kirsten. And now for the Columbus Catholic Dons. Number 7, Alex Edwards. Number 11, Charlie Moore. Number 12, Nathan Nemitz. Number 0, Lucas Kranklau. Number 24, Josh Van Wy. Number 25, Cy Becker. Number 5, Ezra Duda. Number 17, Mason Edwards. Number 10, Kate Jansen. Number 3, Cole Wallace. And number 21, Ben Weiland. The Columbus Catholic Dons are coached by Jeff Edwards. Today's officials are Dean Gum.
You are looking live, ladies and gentlemen, at Cashin Field here at Wright Athletic Complex in beautiful downtown Arcadia as Zaleski Sports brings you high school soccer. We have 2 number 1 teams vying for the chance to advance to the state tournament next weekend in Milwaukee at Uline Soccer Park at Power Sports Stadium. Uline, I believe that's how you say that. Joe Anderson here, joined by the Wizard of Wirecast, Mr. Garrett Short. Should be quite a matchup. Washburn, Bayfield with a 4-hour drive down here to Arcadia. It was about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive for the team from Marshfield, Columbus. The Dons in their navy blue outfits today, all blue with the white numbers, letters, and trim. Washburn, Bayfield, the Castle Guards in the white jerseys with the red numbers, letters, and trim. It is a rather chilly day here. I'm going to check out my weather app very quickly and see what the temperature is. It is a balmy 35 degrees here in Arcadia. The winner of this match will advance to the state tournament next Saturday. Next Friday and Saturday. Finals will be on Saturday, November 4th. Semis are next Friday. Beautiful complex here in Arcadia. Goalies today, Louis Sunday for Washburn Bayfield and Lucas Kreklau for Columbus. No stats to share with you from our friends from Washburn and Bayfield. And we're underway here in Arcadia. 80 minutes to a trip to state. Lucas Kreklau, the hot goalie for Columbus. He has had a great season, only allowed 24 goals, has 72 saves as of Thursday in that rain-soaked winter game against against Arcadia that you were able to view. Van Wy will track it down in the zone of Columbus. Connor McNerney would pressure along with Thomas Blong. Here's Alex Edwards, the man to look for Columbus, number 7. Between Columbus and Arcadia at halftime, And the Dons, with 3 goals from Alex Edwards in the second half, propelled them here to the sectional final game, or match here at Arcadia. Throw in by Van Wy to Mason Edwards. Back to Van Wy. McNerney. And Mellick. Mellick now with the dribble. Going to go out. And they're talking that 4-letter word coming up around 2:15, snow. Oof. Don't want that. Friends, Mutual of Wausau Insurance. They've been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. And that's going to go out past Krecklow. He'll scoop up the other ball behind the goal. Don't forget, friends, too, the Viaduct Bar and Grill of Marshfield. They serve juicy half-pound burgers daily. The Viaduct Bar and Grill is also home to cold drinks and fish fry Fridays. The Viaduct Bar and Grill on Marshfield's fabulous northwest side. Back in play. Javier Lebouton, 21 for Bayfield Washburn, the Castle Knights. A battle of number 1s here. Castle Knights play in the Heart O North Conference. They finished in first place in the conference. They were 11-0-1 and 14-0-2 on the season. Actually, they would be now 15-0-2. Cumberland is the team they knocked out on Thursday, the number 2 team in the Heart of North Conference. Unity St. Croix Falls was in 3rd, Ashland was 4th, Barron was 5th, Hayward 6th, and Spooner Shell Lake in 7th. Quite a conference, way up there, as they say, up north, hence the name of the conference. Little contact there with Cade Jansen. Jansen will pressure. Keep it in play, McNerney. But he was out, so they will have a throw in for Columbus. This is Josh Van Wy. Just a threat of snow probably in another hour and 15. But we're on a turf field. Should be no worries. Cy Becker, one of the unsung heroes for Columbus. Comes up some big defensive plays. Going to have a free kick there at the little past the 40-yard line. Soccer field a little bit wider and longer. Well, not so much longer, but a little bit wider than a football field, probably about 4 to 5 yards on either side. Good to see Charlie Moore back in action. You see Charlie for Columbus has that white headband. Tweaked an ankle on Thursday and did not participate in the second half of play during that match. But I'll tell you, other kids stepped up. Quality time in. Did some good work. A lot of those kids who are younger and got some playing time, because some of the matches that Columbus had were pretty one-sided and got some quality playing time, not just 30 seconds or a minute. They sometimes got 8 to 10 minutes of actual varsity time in, and that makes a difference when you get in the playoffs. Back, they have gotten the ball, and just as I say that, Castle Knights trying to get out there, but here comes Cade Jansen. And he runs into Axel Castronovo Sans. Be a throw-in for Van Wy for Columbus. Yeah, Charlie Moore, you can see with the headband. He's a member of our broadcast crew here at Zaleski Sports. when he's not playing basketball or soccer or golf. Kind of tweaked that ankle and sat out the second half Thursday. Charlie, the second leading scorer behind Alex Edwards of Columbus. Alex with 62 goals on the season. Charlie Moore.
I got no stream feed.
Okay, we'll be back after this. We'll have split screen.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 15 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now at 715-384-8118. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, Mac and Cheese, Sweet Chili Chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has roasted chicken, fish, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Welcome back, friends. No score here. We're about 8 minutes into the first half. Joe Anderson here, joined by Garrett Short on production. Got a whistle. And Columbus will put the ball back in action. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin, is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with businesses of any size to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Hey, you can get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Back down in the Columbus zone. High kick. Not much of a breeze today. A slight breeze from the west, which is be blowing left to right on your screen. And that's going to go out. And it'll be Castle Knights ball coming in. You see the gentleman in the black jacket serving as the ball person. That's head coach Luis Cruz of Arcadia. That was such a good match on Thursday between Arcadia and Columbus. It was tied at 1 at half. Moore will try to head it out. Edwards. Jackson Ray takes it. A lot of heading going on out there. And it'll be a throw-in for Columbus. That's Nathan Nemitz. Nine seniors for Washburn Bayfield. 7 for Columbus. Beautiful area of the state up around Bayfield and Washburn, but man, does it take a long time to get up there. It just seems like you drive forever, but once you get there, it's really beautiful. Beautiful surroundings here, too, in Arcadia, the rolling hills and all the colors. I don't know if you can pick those up really much in the background of your TV screens, but this is a beautiful facility here in Arcadia. Castle Knights keeping it in the Don's zone. Cole Wallace will push it, but it'll go out. Throw in for Caden Werner. Good footwork by McNerney of the Castle Knights. He's pretty good over there. No one has really grabbed the momentum yet. There's been an awful lot of play at midfield. There's been a few times that the ball has gotten deep in either Columbus or Washburn Bayfield territory, but nothing predominantly. But good move now for the Castle Knights, making some noise. Winner of this match will play at state. Okay, Jansen takes a tumble, and it's out. And it'll be a throw-in for the Castle Guards. I want to call them Castle Knights. I want to keep calling them Castle Guards or Castle Knights. Ball has been predominantly in that Columbus zone. Washburn Bayfield, a lot of pressure. When Columbus has had it down here, they have not had much luck. It's been being pushed out. $35 out, friends, and I'm sitting up here in a heated press box. I brought 2 coats and my winter boots and found out I could sit here in my shirt sleeves and do play-by-play for you this afternoon. It's a beautiful press box. I was just telling the people up here that it's bigger than the first apartment I ever lived in, and nicer, too. Here come the Dons on the offense. Just like that, taken away by WB. Back down. Here comes Alex Edwards. You better be careful, boys. And the goalie will kick it out. They'll have a throw-in. Josh Van Wy. They got to keep an eye on Alex Edwards, number 7. They throw into him. And Alex moves, he shoots, and it's wide to the left. Alex Edwards scored the one and only goal in the match between Amherst and Columbus on Tuesday. And it just took one error on Amherst, and it made all the difference. It was a 1-0 match. He scored with about 3 minutes into the match, and that's all it was 1-0. That was last Saturday. Back in the Columbus zone, and just like that, there was some contact, no whistle. Good fan bases for both schools. I don't know if you can pick up the cheering on my microphone or not. Oh, boy. Shot. Goal! Goal for number 17, Wyatt Mellick.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Yes, you can announce. Yeah, you can.
Goal for Washburn by number 17, Wyatt Mellett. I think so.
Columbus now on the move, trying to even up the match here if they can. Here comes Cade Jansen, near side, pressured by Costello. Can they clear it? Van Wy will track it down for Columbus. Mason Edwards loses it. Back at it again. And they will clear it out. Back to midfield. Le Bouton with the kick. And whistle on the contact. I believe they're going to say would be a foul on Columbus. And it'll be a throw-in for Washburn Bayfield on the far side, right near the Columbus bench. McNerney will be throwing it in, or he can kick as well. Same scenario as the match against Arcadia. Columbus fell behind 1-0 and answered with about 2 minutes left in the first half. And they went in tied at 1 in that sectional semifinal. Well, I tell you, Cade Jansen putting the pressure on the Castle Knights defense.
This game means something. Well, all the games mean something.
Especially when it's one to go to state.
Right.
17 and a half minutes so far in this match between Columbus and Bayfield, Washburn Bayfield, 2 number 1 seeds. Chance to go to state. The semifinals will be this coming Friday, November 3rd. And the finals will be Saturday night. They'll be playing that at Southeast Sales Power Sports Stadium in Milwaukee. Joe Anderson here along with Garrett Short, bringing you this afternoon's action. Castle Knights would like to add that second goal if they could. Ooh. And Cy Becker keeps it in play. But the momentum has gone to Washburn Bayfield here as we approach 19 minutes. Majority of the time, the Castle Knights have kept the ball in the zone of Columbus. Very few times do you see Lucas Krecklau give up a goal. Lucas has allowed 25 goals. He's had more than 72 saves. He averages about 1.17 goals a match. Tell you, the Washburn Bayfield fans, they're vocal. There's quite a few, too. They made that 4-hour drive down here. They say it's about a 4-hour drive. Nathan Nimitz with the throw-in for Columbus, far side. They are trying to keep that ball away from Alex Edwards. Alex on the season with 62 goals and is the all-time leading scorer in Columbus Dons soccer history.
And what's that other city that's up there, Ashland?
Brother Mason is number 17. Both of these teams are pretty chippy, and they're going to get a whistle on Mason Edwards. See who he... Connor McNerney took a spill, and they'll get a free kick from that spot. Coming up on 21 minutes in the first half, if clock seems to gotten a chill. So I'll keep you abreast of the time. Little past the midway point here of the first half. And we have a stoppage in play. We have a throw in. That'll be Håkon Anderson. Columbus tries to clear. Knocked down by Jackson Ray. I'll tell you, the Castle Knights have really put the pressure to Columbus here. Very similar to Arcadia Thursday night. Another breakaway shot. Goal! Goal by number 19. Will McNerney. Oh my goodness. At 22 minutes.
By number 19, Will McNerney.
That is something I have not seen this season. 2 goals given up by Lucas Kreklo. He usually is like a brick wall, and they've both been in that back right corner. And it's 2-0 Washburn. A lot of contact going on in the field.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
I'm not dealing with the crap at the end of the second half, because I let everything go the first half. When I was head girls basketball coach, officials I drove you nuts, so I didn't call anything.
Welcome back, friends. Good to hear from our sponsors. Thank you to all of our sponsors who help make these broadcasts possible. Speaking of which, Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin, is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with businesses of any size to help you attract and retain the best employees. You can find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Don't forget, an SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Don's on the move, trailing 2-0. And now we get a whistle there. Called on Ezra Duda. Both of these teams are got a player down, kind of catching his breath. We've got a officials timeout. Gives me a chance to talk to you about Staub Construction. They are a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction has been partnering with private and public customers since 1984. Staub Construction has its own service and fabrication department to assist with any municipal or industrial situation. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. And our friends from A Country Farm Credit Services, they're a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services from loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records. They have you covered. Contact A Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Everything back to normal, so to speak, and we'll get action back under. 24-27 here in our first half. And it's not five. If you can see a shot of the scoreboard, the actual game scoreboard, it is not 5-0. It is 2-0. Getting a little bit of adjustment on the score. Kick deep in the Columbus zone. And it'll go out. And it'll be a throw-in for Washburn. Two goals here for the Castle Knights. WIAA at 22. Columbus needs to keep that ball out of the basket. But the Castle Knights keep. Two number 1 seeds. Throw in. Knocked down by Ezra Duda, but shot, blocked. And the flag goes up by the far side official. I believe that's Cade Jansen. But I could be mistaken. No, that was not Cade Jansen. My bad. Keep it out of their zone. Mason Edwards doing his best to do that. Here they come the Dons. Cole Wallace trying to track it down. Washburn zone, and then they'll lose it out of bounds. Down there, and another kick out of bounds off the foot of Ezra Duda.
Computers and Cellular. We are currently offering a great savings of 2 phone lines for $50. And it includes you can save on your internet, cable, and phone bills. We have the best providers under one roof.
2 phone lines, $50. Get mobile.
Need furniture? Come to Mall Furniture in Marshfield and get it now. We have a wall recliner. How about a glider rocker or swivel rocker? We have them. Sofas, sectionals, and sleepers. Reclining and stationery, leather and cloth. Choose from Marshfield Furniture, Lazy Boy, and Best Home Furnishing. See our expanded Wolfcraft maple and
Coming up on 8 minutes left here in the first half. And it is 2-0 Washburn. Wyatt Mellick will. Nope, he will not put it back. Thomas Blong has stepped out, back in. Columbus just can't keep that ball in a lot of midfield play, and then Becker gets a little chippy, but can do that. It's a very physical match going on here. Here come the Dons. See what they can do. They've got trying to get it ahead to Alex Edwards, and it's going to be scooped up by the goalie, Louis Sunday. High kick. Mason Edwards will track it down. And just like that, Bouton will put it back into the Columbus zone. It'll be a throw-in for Van Wy. For Washburn. Wow. I didn't see that coming. Referee indicates that it was last touched by a Columbus player. You're doing well in Iowa City. Or not. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Iowa State in Ames. Castle Knights really dictating the tempo of this match. Keeps it in play. Good footwork for McNerney. Wow. He passes it to the middle. Nemitz will clear it out for Columbus. Alex Edwards. And that pass picked off by Costello. So Edwards with a yellow card for Columbus. Asked to depart the match. 34:52 left here in the first half.
Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quails, make and eat 'em, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
West of Marshfield in Chile is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Plus, work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose ChiliImplement.com.
From our commercial break. Tell you, Will McNitch. That's Charlie Moore. And Alex will push it out of bounds. He'll give it up to the Washburn Bayfield Castle Knights. Cade Jansen, the sophomore. He's Charlie Moore with the goal. Makes it 2-1. That was a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel goal. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never.
Catholic by number 11, Charlie Moore.
Brady Zimmerman checks back in for Columbus. Well, we got quite a match going on here. It's I think people were kind of looking at that action and trying to figure out what was going on. And of Charlie Moore, good to see Charlie back. Moore with the goal at the 30s. From loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. Fleet Farm. Toyland is open at Fleet Farm. Yes, that's right. Toyland is now open at Fleet Farm with their price match all at Fleet Farm. Our friends from Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield is ready to help you get the fall's best cut and color. Schedule an appointment at Blues Hair Studio to look your fall best. And a special thank you to our game day sponsors, Hawkins Ash, Draxler Transport, Woodfield Inn and Suites, and Rims. Nemitz. Zimmerman to Alex Edwards, and they cut him off, but Edwards stays with it. He's already got one yellow card. He's got to be kind of careful. You get that second yellow card, you get a red, and you're done. This has been a very physical match this afternoon. Momentum has swung back to Columbus, but seems to be mid-pendulum at the moment. And he stays and keeps it. No, it's pushed out. And Duda falls to the turf and holding that right leg. Let's take a timeout here while Ezra gets looked at. You're watching high school soccer in Zalewski Sports.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Back to action here. Alex Edwards with the ball on the sideline. Ezra Duda able to get up and up and going again. Van Wy is not listed on the score sheet. Time ticking away. We're coming up on 15 seconds left in the first half. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is Hessel Knights lead the Dons 2-1. Stick around for halftime highlight.
Do I close the wire?
That would be helpful.
Any better, Garrett?
It says it's better.
So yeah, we'll just start it.
Joe, I just want you to look at the hotspot, Joe. The signal on the hotspot.
Just look at the signal on the hotspot, he said.
Yeah, that's all I need to know about right now.
That's the signal on the hotspot.
And then,
Yeah, no, it's showing no connection on the hotspot.
would you mind grabbing me?
Yeah. Unless you want to run down there right now. Go ahead, I can take care of this.
Okay.
I got this.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large
Welcome back to the second half of this sectional final match between Washburn, Bayfield, and Marshfield, Columbus. Joe Anderson here, joined by Garrett Short. Had to think a second about that. 2-1. Wyatt Mellick with the 15-minute mark put Washburn Bayfield up 1-0. Then Will McInerney, 7 minutes later, made it 2-0. Charlie Moore made it 2-1 at the 38-minute mark of the first half, and that's where we stand. One yellow card has been issued so far, and that's gone to Alex Edwards of Columbus. It's been a very physical, somewhat chippy match. Of course, when you get to this level, you're one game from state. You want to get the state. And the Castle Knights have really put the pressure on the Dons this afternoon. Other Division 4 sectionals today. Number 2 Xavier is at number 1 St. Mary Catholic. This is Division 4. Number 3 Sheboygan Christian. Sheboygan Lutheran is at number 1 Oostburg, and they're playing that match at Kohler. And the other Division 4 sectional soccer match today is number 5 seeded St. John's Northwestern and Chesterton Academy at number 2 Shoreland Lutheran, and they're playing that at the Prairie School. In Division 3 sectionals finals today in soccer, number 2 Lakeland is playing number 1 Somerset. They're playing that at Merrill. Number 2 Plymouth is at number 1 Notre Dame. Number 4 Madison Edgewood is playing number 3 Belleville New Glarus at Wisconsin Dells, and number 3 Pius Catholic is playing at number 1 New Berlin Eisenhower, and they're playing that at Bigfoot. That's Division 3. Finish up the other division sectionals today. Division 2, number 1 New Richmond is playing number 1 DeForest. They're playing that at Sauk Prairie High School. A Battle of Wests. Number 2 West De Pere is playing number 1 West Bend West at Oshkosh North. And number 3 Waukesha West is playing number 1 Wauwatosa East. They're playing that at Nicolay. Number 4 Greendale is at number 3, playing number 3 Union Grove, and they're playing that at Elkhorn. And finishing up these finals and sectionals today. In Division 1, number 1 seeded De Pere is playing number 1 Hudson. They're playing that at Kaukauna. Number 2 Homestead is playing number 1 Brookfield East at Kimberly. Number 2 Middleton is playing number 1 Arrowhead at Madison Memorial's Mansfield Stadium. And number 7 Franklin is playing number 1 Marquette at Kenosha Bradford. That is the lineup of sectional finals today in the WIAA. And a shout out to all of those kids who ran at state cross country in Wisconsin Rapids. I believe they run that at the Ridges. That's always a great experience to attend cross country state. And Edwards falls back, gets back up. Columbus doing their darndest to try to keep the pressure on the Castle Knights. I'll get this right yet. Don't forget tonight we've got another sectional final, this time in volleyball. It'll be at Cashton, where the Columbus Dons will take on the Wanawak Center Wolves. A little over 5.5 minutes in the second half. Don's increasing the pressure this early on. Very similar to the sectional semifinal they played Thursday against Arcadia. They played that at Marshfield Senior High. A foggy, rainy, dreary afternoon evening. See if they can come back here. They trail by 1. Looks like Charlie Moore is out on the pitch. Gonna take a look. Got to look for the white headband. I don't see it. Yeah, he's out there. Good job for Charlie. Charlie, a favorite here as a Zaleski Sports play. Hey, here we go. Edwards. Oh, kicked away. And it's that man, Will McNerney. Taking that pass away from Alex Edwards. They get it into Edwards on the throw-in. Jackson Ray and Caden Werner double teaming, and they know who's the scorer. McNerney puts it back into the Columbus zone. Weiland will clear it out. One of the unsung heroes for the Columbus Dons is Ben Weiland. You don't see him scoring goals much or in the action like that, but he does an excellent job on defense, helping out Lucas Kreklow in the goal. Very crisp 35-degree day. And down goes Ezra Duda again on that right leg. Ezra. Ooh, I think we're going to get are we going to get a yellow card maybe? No. Injury timeout. I see him cross his arms and I wasn't sure. Trainer will come out. Friends, you can find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. They have locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time. Find your next employer at expresspros.com. Ray Becker checks in as Ezra Duda will walk over to his sideline. Favoring that right leg, right side. Took a pretty good tumble in the latter part of the first half. And this is where the experience of these reserve players that Coach Edwards gave them, that they earned as the season progressed is going to come in favor of Columbus. And a long kick down. Oh, goal! Number 17, Wyatt Mellick with his second goal. And that goal scored by Mellick at the 49th minute.
Goal for Washburn by number 17, Wyatt Mellick.
It's now 3-1. They caught the Downs in a defensive shift and turned into a breakaway goal. Here come the Dons. They have really shut down Alex Edwards for Columbus. Charlie Moore with the lone goal so far. Cole Wallace doing his best double teamed in that corner. And the Washburn Bayfield fans stomping and clapping on the bleachers and cheering on their team. LaBouton will throw it in. Coming up on 49 minutes here in the match. And knocked down by the goalie, Louis Sunday. And another player, that's Cy Becker, getting up slowly. Just past 49 minutes here in the second half. We play 2 40-minute halves, running clock. Keep you abreast of the time. And Ray Becker put a little bit of a shove into the back of Wyatt Mellick. No worse for the wear, though. He's back up and giving Cy Becker. Back and forth they go. And Cy Becker on the ground rolling. And getting up slowly. Play continues. And we have a clock stoppage. Cy Becker back down. We've already got Cade Jansen on the sideline for Columbus. And now Cy Becker may be coming out as well. It was Ezra Duda, that stepped out. And he's due to check in. Lake Sauter Sargent has just checked in for Washburn. Three goals today for Washburn Bayfield. 2 by Wyatt Mellick. Mellick's goals at the 15-minute mark and the 49-minute mark. Will McNerney chipped in the other goal for the Castle Knights at 22-minute mark. Charlie Moore, the lone goal for Columbus at the 38-minute mark. And back to action. And scooped up by Kreklow. 50 minutes into the match. We've got 30 to go. Nathan Nemitz will throw it in to Alex Edwards. Edwards, the only player for either side with a yellow card. Back into the Columbus zone. And tried to track it down was Thomas Blong and went out, so Nate Nemitz will throw it in. H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. They offer top wages along with a very generous benefits package. You can get health, dental, life, and disability, 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. H&S is looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shifts. Apply online at hsmgco.com. The Dons trailing by 2 here. 52 minutes into the match. And the whistle blows, and it will be Don's throw-in from the near side. Will be put back in play. He's back on the pitch, Ezra Duda. Tracked down by Charlie Lussenhop. Cole Wallace trying to seal that pit, trying to steal the ball. And Mellick loses it out. And Nemitz wastes no time in the throw-in. Will McNerney. Some pretty fancy footwork, but Van Wy will track it down for Columbus and push it back to midfield. We'll have a sub for Columbus when summoned. It's going to be, I believe that's going to be Ray Becker coming in. Yes, it is. Ray Becker's going to come in and replace Ezra Duda. Ezra just can't seem to shake that injury. He's doing well, and then the latter part of the first half got tripped up on the near side and has kind of been favoring that. He came out and looked pretty good at the beginning part of the second half and has favored it since then. He may be out for a substantial amount of time. 53 minutes into this sectional final match here at Arcadia between Washburn Bayfield and Marshfield Columbus. High kick. And Ben Weiland, the freshman, will put it back into play. Clock continues to run. Edwards, double teamed, pushed out of the way by McNerney. Lussenhop. They are letting them play. There's been a lot of contact by both teams. Here comes Edwards. Keeps it ahead. Alex Edwards. And the whistle is blown. And it'll be a throw-in for Washburn. Columbus has not been getting the benefit of the doubt on the whistles this afternoon. But then again, remember, it's always easy for me to officiate when I'm up here in a nice warm press box. I'm not out down there on the field. They have different angles, different sight lines. So we go with that. Nimitz will try to put it back into the Castle Knight zone. Back to Columbus's zone. And it's going to go out near side. Near side. Be a throw in for Columbus. Winner advances to state. They all play this next Friday night. Scheduled for 4:30 and 7:30 p.m. at Southeast Sales Power Sports Stadium in Milwaukee. Right now, it's a 3-1 lead for Washburn. Lots of contact. And another whistle on Alex Edwards. He's got to be feeling somewhat frustrated this afternoon. They have really shut him down defensively, have the Castle Knights. Washburn to put it back in play. 56 minutes into this match. Uh-oh. Shot is way off the mark by McNerney. He's already got... I think it's Castle Knights. Oh, it's Castle Guards. It is Castle Guards. I was right. Friends from Washburn and Bayfield, I apologize. I even have it written down, and I wrote it down wrong on my other sheet. So it's Castle Guards. Thank you. That's why Garrett is here. No, not to make fun of me. Just to correct me. Pardon me for that error, friends. 57 minutes here at Arcadia, and the Dons trailing by 2 to the Castle Guards. Kind of reminds me of that story of Bob Greasy, famous quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. Here comes Alex Edwards. They're going to trip him up. Yes, they are. They're going to kick it out. Kick it away from Nemitz. But anyway, finishing that story with Bob Greasy, when he became a television broadcaster, especially for Big Ten games, and when he would do Badger games, it was never Wisconsin, it was always Wisconsin. And everybody would watch that, and there was a meme that said, when you say Wisconsin, you've said it wrong. So apologies to our friends from Washburn and Bayfield. I got it right now. Castle Guards. Thank you, Garrett Short. I got to be nice to Garrett, too. I rode down with him. He might make me walk to Cashton. Back to action here. 59 minutes in. Midway point nearly of the second half. And Edwards... Moore with a big boom. And Charlie, I think that ankle might be starting to act up on him a little bit. Got up kind of, he's still running and moving, but a chilly day like this and you got a sore ankle, that's not very good. And the Castle Guards have started out this, about 5 minutes into the match, they took the momentum and kept the Dons on the defensive until the last couple minutes of the first half. It was 2-1 at halftime. It's now 3-1. Ryan Mellick with 2 goals and 1 for Will McNerney. The lone goal for Columbus from Charlie Moore. Cole Wallace back to Nemitz. And Ben Weiland will track it down. Columbus trying to keep it out of there, but Castle Guards will not allow it. Weiland tries to clear it. And Jansen. Now Mason Edwards trying to keep it out of there. Alex Edwards. They take it away from him. Alex, one of those 7 seniors for Columbus. Shot on goal, high, off the field goal. Not sure if they can do it here or not, but I know in Marshfield at the senior high, they have the ability to turn the football goalposts the other way, so they are not in any sort of play in the action. 60 minutes in, 61 that is, 61 minutes into the match.
Because for the sectional final, it's not necessarily a neutral site, but it's assigned by the WIAA. So we were assigned to host it at the beginning of the season.
Castle Guards on the offensive. Ben Weiland's going to give it up and let Lucas Krecklow throw it back into play, or kick it back into play, which he will do from his area. Cole Wallace tries to get it back into that zone, but right back into the Columbus zone. Back and forth we go. See where the pendulum swings in the remaining 18 minutes of this match.
So you're going down. This is long term. You're keeping Indians out here.
Mason Edwards trying to get the ball back. Alvaro Costello and Jackson Ray playing back and forth. Here comes Alex Edwards, though. He's gotten in. He gets blocked in the way, and they're pointing for Columbus. Nemitz with the throw-in. Slight breeze left to right on your screen. Not much. Flag in the distance, barely flopping around. In the second half of play against Arcadia, Columbus really turned up the intensity and took it away and ended up with that 3-1 win. They just haven't been able to get that swing back on their favor, as the Castle Guards have just dominated the second half.
Now I do have an issue though, like with like I interviewed at River Lake, which was the Redmen. I'm like,
Yeah, some of
that's a little like
Redskins, Redmond.
yeah. And then like their women's team was the Lady Redmen, and I was like,
That's just like
a modern day.
yeah, that seems okay with me.
The one that always gets me is the Pious Lady Popes.
Yeah.
What? The Lady
Back and forth we go, and that pressure staying on the defense of Columbus. 64 minutes into the match. Time is now becoming a factor for Columbus. On the move is McNerney, and that shot wide. Senior goalie Lucas Kreklo. Good move, and they kick it out. Boy, I'll tell you, Wyatt Mellick was looking for his third goal of the match here. Being thwarted by the defense of Columbus. Ray Becker tries to push it out. And Washburn just will not let that happen. They have really kept that ball consistently in the Columbus zone. And they have really shut the door on Alex Edwards of Marshfield Columbus. Josh Van Wy will put the ball back in play from the side.
Yeah, I don't refer to myself too often as a Norwegian American, even though I'm only a third generation born here. Actually, I'm only second generation born here. My grandfather immigrated when he was 4.
66 minutes into the match. Edwards. And they clear it.
Neither one of them speak English till they're 6. Both their parents, my grandparents, they spoke Norwegian. They spoke English also.
Throw in for the Dons.
And so until they went to the one-room schoolhouse.
Alex Edwards, one of those 7 seniors as well for Columbus. Now to Charlie Moore. Cy Becker. Becker with the pressure now. And Cole Wallace. A good nucleus coming back for the Dons here for soccer in 2024. 7 seniors will be moving on in life. And the shot is retrieved by Louis Sunday. Louis had quite a fairly quiet match. Just that goal by Charlie Moore towards the end of the first half. And now we're coming up on less than 13 minutes left in the match. And it's 3-1. Twelve and a half minutes to a state berth. Alex Edwards loses it out of bounds, or off of, it's going to be off of Washburn. They have really double teamed him and kept him excluded from the ball for the most part this afternoon. 62 goals for the senior, Alex Edwards. Back on the offensive is Washburn. Approaching the 69th minute, throw in for Van Wy for Columbus. A lone goal for the Duns by Charlie Moore. And right now, if you're a Castle Guard fan, you want that clock to keep ticking. You can just kind of play keep away. Yeah. Washburn, 69 minutes in. And a hard tumble. Whistle? We have a whistle. As Van Wy will be called for the foul. They'll kick it from there. Columbus facing an uphill battle, trailing by 2 with 10 minutes left. 70 minutes in. Ball back, put in play. Scooped up by Krecklow. He will kick it. Get near midfield. There's Alex Edwards. And taken away. And Edwards will try to take it back, but back on the feet of the Castle Guards. Thomas Blong. And to tell you, the two to watch out for the Castle Guards are Mellick and McNerney. McNerney number 19 and Mellick number 17 in white. And Wyatt Mellick, a junior, and McNerney is a senior. Nate Nemitz. 9 minutes left. And a trip to state. And the crowd for both sides, fans are encouraging their teams on. And Cy Becker. And is he going to get a yellow card? Yes, he is. Cy Becker is going to get a yellow card. At the 72nd minute. Second yellow card of the match, both given to members of the Columbus Dons. Alex Edwards has the other. Frustration starting to show a little bit on the Dons. 72 minutes in, 8 minutes to go. Will the Castle Guards hang on, or will the Dons make a comeback here? Back in play. Long kick down into the Columbus zone. Header scooped up by Lucas Kreklow. Kreklow gets it ahead to Nate Nimitz. And Kreklow looking for a whistle, doesn't get it. And Alex Edwards trying his darndest to get that ball back. The Castle Guards have played a very good defensive game this afternoon. "73 minutes. And the Dons have got to score quickly as they trail by 2. Time is not their friend anymore. They'll bring out Brady Zimmerman, bring back in Cy Becker, who had to step out. Once he got that yellow card, you have to step out for a moment of time until you can sub back in. Van Wy with a throw in, Mason Edwards. He and Cade Jansen working together. Van Wy again with the throw in. 74 minutes. We got 6 minutes to go. And a throw in for Washburn. And they have really kept the pressure on this. Since 5 minutes into the match, they have really dominated possession of the ball and kept that pressure on the Don defense. You can see the signs of frustrations on Columbus and the fatigue. It's 37-degree afternoon. 6 minutes to go. Ray Becker and Cy Becker. Mason Edwards trying to get his first, or pardon me, Alex Edwards wanting to get a goal here if he can. Nate Nimitz will toss it into Charlie Moore. Back to Nimitz. Stolen by Washburn. Ray Becker with the header. Back in possession of Washburn. And now they've got just time to tick away. They've got 5 minutes left. 75 minutes in. Here comes Alex Edwards on the breakaway. Loses it. They kick it out of bounds. Nimitz will throw it in from the near side. Edwards. And pressured by Jackson Ray. And they'll try to clear it, but knocked down by Van Wy at midfield. Van Wy takes it away. Whistle? Yes, whistle. 76 minutes in. We've got 4 minutes left. And the Castle Guards of Washburn Bayfield leading 3-1 over Marshfield Columbus. Two teams coming into this sectional seated number 1. And the referee will say it's going to belong to Columbus. They've got to kick it in. Ben Weiland. And the clock continues to run. Big collision there. Who was the whistle going to be on? They're going to call the whistle on Cy Becker. And Jackson Ray slowly gets up.
I'll be down there. As soon as they're done shaking hands.
3 minutes remain for Washburn Bayfield to advance. Columbus with 3 minutes left, needing 2 goals to tie. Jeff Edwards, the head coach of Columbus. Olaf Kirsten, head coach of Washburn Bayfield. And Jeff Edwards is going to put in his reserves. Jaylee Garneau will be checking in. I'll try to get all the rest. He's cleared his bench. Subs are going to come in. Garneau is going to come in. Zimmerman will check in. Zan Rodriguez. And a shout out to all of those seniors for Columbus. As the Dons' season's going to come to an end. And the Castle Guards are going to advance to state and play next Friday night at either 4:30 p.m. or 7 p.m. I believe next Sunday, by the way, friends, is when we change the clocks back an hour. I'm going to give a shout out to those 7 seniors for Marshfield Columbus and playing their last match as a Don. Lucas Kreklow, Seth Ravey, Cy Becker, Josh Van Wy, Nathan Nemitz, Charlie Moore, and Alex Edwards. Congratulations to those fine young men on a great senior season as a Marshfield Columbus Don. Best wishes in your future endeavors. Alex Edwards will finish his career as a soccer player for the Dons as the all-time leading scorer in the history of the school and finishes the season with 62.
Pancakes.
Under 3 minutes. I'm not sure who the goalie is.
53.
It may be. I'm thinking it's Jack Kolbeck. Or Cade. I don't know if it's Cade Devenbarger or not. Ray Becker will throw in. And it'll belong out of bounds to Columbus. I will keep you abreast of the time. Mason Edwards. 2 minutes left, 78-minute mark. I'll tell you, those 7 seniors for Columbus have set the standard and have left a good foundation for Coach Edwards and the future of the program for Marshfield Columbus. And a shout out to Washburn Bayfield. Those Castle Guards have played very well. 9 seniors on this team. Brian Mackey getting some playing time for the Castle Guards. And they're just ready to just eat up the clock. Roseburg's also in for Columbus. One minute left, 79-minute mark.
1 minute remaining.
Forty seconds. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And friends, that is it. Final score. Washburn Bayfield, the Castle Guards, 3. The Marshfield Columbus Dons, 1. Quick review of the scores, and we'll hear from our friends from Nasonville Dairy. In the first half, Wyan Mellick started off the scoring for the Castle Guards at the 15-minute mark. Made it 1-0. Will McNerney, 7 minutes later with a goal, made it 2-0 until the 38-minute mark when Charlie Moore put in the only goal for the Dons this afternoon at the 38-minute mark. It was 2-1 at halftime. 1 goal in the second half. Wyatt Mellick at the 49-minute mark made it 3-1. Congratulations to the Washburn Bayfield Castle Guards on their victory, and they advanced to the state tournament. And a shout-out to Marshfield Columbus on a great season. They finished their regular season at 25-2. Shout-outs to the seniors for the Dons as well. Alex Edwards, Charlie Moore, Nathan Nemitz, Josh Van Wy, Cy Becker, Seth Ravey, and Lucas Kreklo. Thank you all for a great season. It's been a lot of fun doing your broadcasting, your soccer matches this afternoon during the season. I've learned a lot about soccer, and I've watched an awful lot of Ted Lasso trying to brush up on it too. I thank you very much for your patience with me and some of the terms I may not know very well, but I'm getting better at it. But it's been quite a ride broadcasting these soccer matches for Marshfield Columbus. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I appreciate it. For the maestro of the modulator, Mr. Garrett Short, this is Joe Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll hear from our friends from Nasonville Dairy, and we will see you later this afternoon, early evening, for a volleyball sectional final between the Marshfield Columbus Dons and the Wanawak Center Wolves. Here's our friends from Nasonville Dairy. Again, final score, Washburn Bayfield 3, Marshfield Columbus 1.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.